Melbourne Music Radio.
Yes, it is Melbourne Music Radio. I'm going to keep testing the shit out of this broadcast until it actually frickin' works. And again, it's Sunday, and we're just playing just some Facebook Live posts, basically, from the week. And if this works, I'm just going to go and download some more. You're listening to Melbourne Music Radio. Thanks so much for tuning in. The first one we've got playing is Wilm's Front. And I believe Raphael Fernandez is on that with Will. Great intro, Sim.
Broadcasting from the Unshackled Studios in Melbourne. This is Wilm's Front, brought to you by theunshackled.net. Now here's Tim Wilms.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the return of Monday Night Wilm's Front on this Monday, the 24th of August 2020. We are live on the Wilm's Front YouTube channel and on the Entropy Enhanced software, and for the first time in a while we are live on Facebook through the Unshackled's public page there. It is 7:10 here in Melbourne, where we are over halfway through the city's stage 4 lockdown. Active coronavirus case numbers, hospital admissions, ICU patients and those on ventilators are all down and have been trending down this past 2 weeks. Plus daily deaths from the coronavirus are still being announced, but the recovery numbers are vastly, overwhelmingly on the increase. Now the question is rightly turned to when will we be free of this second and even harsher lockdown, not just in Melbourne, but Greater Victoria. The economic and other health side effects, including mental health from Australia's various lockdowns and associated border closures, are still yet to be fully felt and have still not received the attention and focus from the mainstream media that they deserve. When the stage 4 lockdown was announced, it was scheduled to end on September 13th, and that is also when the 6-month maximum limit on the state of emergency will be reached under Victoria's Public Health and Wellbeing Act at 2008, which most of the coronavirus restrictions have been introduced under. Premier Dan Andrews knew this was coming, so today announced he would be seeking to amend the Act to allow for the state of emergency to continue for another 12 months after that. But to do this, you'll finally have to front up to the Parliament, and it has no guarantee of passing. Over the Tasman Sea in Auckland, they'll remain at alert level 3 lockdown for 1 more week, as their authorities want to track down more possible positive coronavirus cases from their city's outbreak. Last week, Jacinda Ardern announced that she was delaying that nation's general election from September 19th to October 17th. As the second wave of the coronavirus has made its way throughout the world, governments are responding by going straight back into the lockdown strategy, telling their citizens it's the only way and to suck it up and obey the rules. In response, citizens in Germany, Spain, Ireland, in the New Zealand cities of Auckland and Christchurch, and also up in Brisbane, are now taking to the streets to demand a return to freedom. On Facebook, an Australia-wide Freedom Day is being promoted on Saturday the 5th, with rallies planned in all major cities. Will they amass large numbers? Are Australians willing now to take a stand out onto the streets, or will this Freedom Day be aggressively suppressed by local police authorities, like a couple before have been in Melbourne? Well, to find out some of the answers to those questions, my guest tonight returning to Wilm's Front is Raphael Fernandez, leader of the 99% Unite movement, which started out as a Facebook group. They now have a website, YouTube channel. It's a fully fledged movement now. They've been promoting the September 5 rally on Facebook. Raphael, welcome to the show. Welcome back to the show, I should say.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me here tonight, Tim. We had our first show like a while back. I don't know how many months ago, but yeah, I'm really keen to join once again because a lot has happened.
It definitely has. And if you don't mind me saying, I've definitely seen you grow as an activist, especially when more adversity from the authorities and the media is thrown your way. In fact, when we last spoke, it was before you got your first visit from the Victoria Police, and that was after in the Botanical Gardens, the anti-lockdown pro-freedom rally in late May, where they got your face on a GoPro or.
Yeah, I know, first time. And I remember you saying that there were people talking crap about me on Twitter, and I didn't know who they were because I'm like, no, like I only started making videos, so I didn't think anyone sort of knew like me or anything like that. But yeah, you can see how just by continuing doing the videos, It certainly got the attention of the police, and as you said, from that protest, and yeah, still haven't paid that fine.
So you did get a fine?
Yeah, I did.
The full $1,652.
Yeah, I don't plan to pay it.
Have they? Because I interviewed Nick Patterson, who I know is also, well, I don't know if he's in your movement as official capacity, but he's certainly a supporter, and you're certainly on good terms with him. He said that he's received one of those 1,652 penalty infringement notices. He has already opted to have it heard in court. Is that what you've decided?
Well, I'm looking to send in notices, and I actually want to have a notice of my own fees included if they want to go forward, or if they cannot provide the evidence of what I'm asking for. Because number one, the claim that I even got a direction in the first place is an issue. So that is first thing. But, you know, if it has to go to court, it has to go to court. Like, I know that it won't stand in court because all these rules are, in fact, unlawful.
Because I know that Nick Patterson, he also said he's got a number of fines for not wearing a face covering. He's down in Cranbourne, which seems to be a hotspot for the Victoria Police to go and patrol there. I'm not sure what you've witnessed in your area or when you've gone out.
Yeah, so when I've gone out, I did notice, so there's a huge dog park in my area. And I noticed there was a cop car, so 2 cops parked in the car park, literally looking down the hill at everyone that was walking their dog, everyone walking around a massive track, literally just sitting there. I'm sure hoping for someone to walk past them that isn't wearing a mask. And really, it's disgusting because it's very intimidating. And I've also noticed when I've been driving on the road that these police, in like throughout the whole day, they'll just park in the middle of a road with 2 ways. They'll just sit there. And the way I see it is intimidation in terms of, if you don't have to be driving, don't be driving. And they're just trying to remind you on that case.
So we had some good and bad news today, which I went through in my introduction, that Dictator Dan has reached his 6 months maximum legal limit on the state of emergency powers. State Parliament hasn't, his House of Assembly hasn't sat in God knows how long, but to continue the race former power broker, since he's expelled from the Labor Party, he's now an independent. So they have to get 4 of the 12 crossbenchers now. And I'm not sure if that he's a local community activist in the southeast. He did this good summary on